George Corpse, Cody Fisher, Kyle Corpse, and you're watching Rock and Metal News.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and these are our top 30 metal albums from 2024. And of course, it's all objectional, but these are the ones that stood out to us throughout the year that really kind of shone above the rest. So we're starting at number 30, and it was Impellitteri, War Machine. This band has guitarist Chris Impellitteri in it, singer Rob Rock, and Paul Bostaph on drums for this, who played in Slayer and Kerry King. Amazing guitar work, great vocals, and the song structures are great. Number 29 was Zetra and their self-titled album Zetra. Kind of different, kind of dark black synth stuff. I just thought their album was really good this year. Number 28 was The Crown. What a crazy band this is. You got to check out The Crown if you haven't heard them. Crown of Thorns is the album. Number 27 was Sonata, Arctica, Clear Cold Beyond. Number 26 was Teramaze, Ellie, A Wonderful Fall from Grace. Amazing album, great vocals on this, so check it out. Number 25 was Suicidal Angels, Profane Prayer. Man, can these guys ever play thrash and heavy music? Just love it. Love the lyrics, love the vocals, and they're just, they stay true to their form forever. Number 24 was a band called Category 7. Some call this a super group. This band has Armored Saint vocalist John Bush, Kerry King sideman and former Machine Head guitarist Phil Demmel, Adrenaline Mob guitarist Mike Orlando, Exodus bassist Jack Gibson, and Overkill and Shadows Fall drummer Jason Bittner. What a great album this is. John Bush, amazing singer, and Jason Bittner is just a beast on the drums. Check it out. Number 23 is a band called VOLA, V-O-L-A, Friend of a Phantom. What amazing music these guys write, and it's very proggy and just super great musicianship, kind of like down your dream theater kind of style. Check it out if you haven't heard VOLA. Number 22 was a band called Symmetry Skyline. Love this. The album was called Nordic Gothic. This band includes Mikael, Stanne from Dark Tranquility and the Halo Effect on vocals, Markus, Vanhala from INSOMNIUM and OMNIUM GATHERUM on guitar, Santeri, Kaleo from Amorphous on keyboards, Victor Brandt from Dimmu Borgir on bass, and Vesaranta from Sentenced and The Abbey on drums. You put those guys together, and what an amazing album. Great vocals. He keeps the vocals clean on this, and I just love the writing and the style. Check it out. Number 21 was Scott Stapp. The album, it was a solo album called Higher Power. Creed vocalist Scott Stapp, and there was just so many good songs on this. The production was amazing. It just stood out. It's not a lot sort of my style of music, but I'll tell you this, the song quality in this was just amazing. Number 20 was Jordan Rudess, his solo album. Jordan Rudess, of course, from Dream Theater, the keyboardist. He put out a solo album called Permission to Fly. Just loved it. It's so proggy. Kind of reminds me of Dream Theater meets Yes, meets Genesis. If you like that sort of 70s, 80s prog, you listen to this album, or sort of Dream Theater style. Joe Payne on vocals, Darby Todd from Devin Townsend's band on drums. Amazing album. Number 19 was Riot V or Riot 5, Mean Streets. These guys just fly. The drumming in this is just fantastic. Check out Riot V. Number 18, one of my faves is Midnight, Hellish Expectations. Midnight, they're just straight out hardcore, punky, metal-y, all mixed together. And what an album they put out. If you ever check these guys out in concert live, they're great. Midnight. Number 17 was Ghost Atlas, Dust of the Human Shape. And I really love this album. It's a little bit more on the mellow side, sort of a different genre than what I'm used to. I like sort of real thrash and death metal, but the song quality and the vocals and the lyrics in this album was just outstanding, just really caught me. Number 16 was Saxon, Hell, Fire, and Damnation. Saxon have been going for so long, since the 70s, and they're just super heavy, and they just keep it heavy, and I just love Saxon, and good for them. What a great album. Number 15 was a band called Tyr, Tyr, Battle Ballads. I love Tyr. I just saw them in concert. They put out some great stuff. I just love their style of music, very Europeanish. They're from the Nordic regions there, and I love it. Number 14 was Pearl Jam, Dark Matter. I thought this was the best album from Pearl Jam in many years. I just loved it. I thought the song qualities were great. They just came back to their heavier rock style with this album, and because the heaviness of it, the quality of the songs, and I don't know, just really, I thought this was the best Pearl Jam album for years, so that's up there in 14. Number 13 is a band called Leprous, Melodies of Atonement. Great vocalist, super cool songs, the way they arrange the arrangements in this stuff, and his vocals are just unreal. Number 12 was Nightwish, Yesterwind. Nightwish, they never put out anything bad. Vocals are amazing. Love the keys and the heavy guitar. The dynamics in Nightwish albums are so great. They just go from super heavy, super clean. It's like you're following a story on every Nightwish album. Number 11 was Bruce Dickinson, The Mandrake Project. Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden's solo album. And I thought it was a really great album. He had a lot of material here he had for years, so spent a lot of time really refining this, and he put out a great album. Number 10, a band called Blood Incantation. The album is Absolute Elsewhere, and holy, the progginess and the death metal of this all mixed together, and the way they structure their songs, it is just so entertaining to listen to. There is not a dull moment in a Blood Incantation album, and this one is right up there. Number 9 was Rotting Christ, Pro Christoi, and these guys, the ambiance they put in their albums, and the heaviness and the droniness, and this album just oozes just a real power and just unreal band. So if you get a chance to catch these guys live, definitely listen to that. Number 8 was Borknagar Fall, and I love this. A lot of European bands in here, but I'll tell you, I think a lot of people in North America don't listen to a lot of the European music, but Borknagar Fall is amazing. Great lyrics in this, and awesome band. Number 7 was Body Count, Merciless, and man, this album is merciless. I love Body Count. They are 110% all the time, and they just take no prisoners in their lyrics. They just lay it out, and loved it. Love Body Count. Number 6 was Kerry King from Hell I Rise. Kerry King, of course, the Slayer guitarist. In his band, we got Paul Bostaph from Slayer as well. He played in Slayer albums. Kyle Sanders from Hell Yeah. Phil Demmel from Ex Machine Head, Violence. And vocalist Mark from Death Angel. Couldn't have picked a better vocalist for this. This album is like a Slayer album with more just twists and turns in it, and the musicianship with these guys all combined together. Like, they just put out a great album, and Mark just kills it on vocals. Number 5 was Ishan, his self-titled album Ishan. And I love Ishan. I love the black metal, his vocals mixed in with the progginess of the dark black metal, and his cleans and everything. Just loved it. Number 4 was a band that always seems to get overlooked on these lists for the end of the year, but you look at every album these guys put out, and they are from the thrash era, and they are Flotsam and Jetsam. The album is I Am the Weapon. And they're just unreal, and I can't believe that Flotsam and Jetsam don't make many of the top albums of the year, but they made mine at number 4 because the album is absolutely amazing. And the drumming in this is just perfect. Love it. Number 3, what a interesting band this was, and it really caught me. These last 3, all year I was kind of flipping back and forth until number 1 came out. But the band is 7 Hours After Violet, and their self-titled album. This is a band that was formed by System of a Down bassist Shavo. It includes Taylor Barber from Left to Suffer on vocals and Winds of Play guitarist Michael Montoya, aka Morgoth Beats. I really love this because it was a fresh sound. It had like System of a Down feels in it with, the clean singing with Barber, the metalcore singing with Barber, and the production from Michael Montoya in there as well. And the songs are so different and they zip you back and forth. I really love that album. Number 2 was Judas Priest, Invincible Shield. Yes, they've been around for a while, and some people always, when I put out my list, oh yeah, you just pick the bands from the old school bands and that. No, Invincible Shield, I think the extended version has 14 tracks on it. These songs are quality, and I know that KK's not in it anymore and they're mixing up their musicians a bit, but the quality of this album and the songs were just fantastic. And Rob Halford's vocals are just, I don't know how he does it. He's literally singing as good as he did back in Painkiller. It's unreal. So what an album. And my number 1 album of 2024 is the new Opeth album, and that is The Last Will and Testament. Opeth are back, the growls are back, the tenacity, the fierceness, the aggression in the songs are back. So welcome back, Opeth, and you guys put out, from our perspective, the number 1 album of 2024. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Thanks for tuning in.